There is a strange thing about life. Most people only live once, but some people live twice. The first life is given to them. The second life is created by them. The first life is built from circumstances, parents, environments, teachers, mistakes, pain, fear, and opinions of other people. The second life begins the day a person decides, I'm no longer being controlled by the first one. Imagine a man sitting alone in a room. The room isn't locked, the door isn't blocked, and the windows aren't sealed. Yet he never leaves. Year after year, he talks about the life he wants. He talks about the business, the body, the purpose, the impact, the freedom. But every morning, he remains in the room. Not because he has to, because he chooses to. The room isn't made of concrete. The room is made of beliefs. Be realistic. Stay safe. Don't take risks. Wait your turn. Who do you think you are? Every sentence becomes a brick. Every doubt becomes a mortar. And every excuse becomes reinforcement. Eventually, the room becomes so familiar that the prison feels like home. Then one day, someone enters the room. Not a mentor, not a celebrity, not a billionaire, not a hero. The visitor is him. Older, stronger, wiser. The future version. The person he could become. The future self looks around the room. He sees unfinished goals, old excuses, broken promises, dust covering abandoned dreams. Then he asks a question. A simple question. How much longer? How much longer will you wait? How much longer will you blame? How much longer will you negotiate? How much longer will you pretend you don't know? Because the truth is, most people already know. They know they should exercise. They know they should read. They know they should save money. They know they should start. They know they should stop. Information is rarely the problem. Identity is. The future self points towards a bridge outside the room, a bridge stretching into the horizon, a bridge between who you are and who you could become. The man looks at it and immediately begins making excuses. What if I fail? What if people judge me? What if it doesn't work? What if I'm not ready? The future self smiles because he remembers asking the same question. Then the future self says something unexpected. The bridge never asked you to be ready. The bridge only asked you to walk. One step, then another, then another. No certainty, movement. As the man approaches the bridge, he notices a backpack on his shoulders. Heavy, painfully heavy. Inside are stones. Each one has a name. Fear, regret, failure, doubt, embarrassment, comparison. Every time he tries to move forward, he carries it with him. Then he noticed something strange. Nobody put the backpack there. He did. Suddenly he understands. The weight he blames for slowing him down is a weight he refuses to drop. The future self walks him towards a cliff. Empty the backpack, one stone at a time. Fear, throw it. Regret, throw it. The past, throw it. The opinions of other people who aren't building anything, throw them too. One by one, the burden leaves. Now lighter, the climb begins. Not easier, lighter. There's a difference. Life doesn't become easy, you become stronger. The mountain remains the mountain, the challenge remains the challenge. But now you have become someone capable of carrying it. Eventually, the man reaches the summit. The future self is standing there, waiting, exactly where he always was. And for the first time, he understands something. The future self was never ahead of him. The future self was inside of him, waiting to be discovered, waiting to be built, waiting to be chosen. This is where the second life begins. Now when circumstances change, when identity changes. Now when luck arrives, when standards arrive. Now when motivation appears, when discipline appears. Most people spend their lives inside rooms they built themselves. Most people stand at bridges they never cross. Most people carry weight they never release. Most people meet the future version of themselves only in regret. Don't be most people. Open the door, cross cross the bridge, empty the backpack, climb the mountain, become the person waiting at the summit. Because your future isn't missing. Your future is waiting. The art of self. I release what no longer serves me. I cross the bridge. I trust the process. I stop negotiating with fear. I empty the backpack. I climb the mountain. I honor my future self. I create my second life. I become who I said I would become. My future is waiting.